Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. So today I want to make with you guys a fun Halloween junk journal using a fast food bag. So don't throw away your fast food bags, keep them, and you can make something really fun with them. So let's get started. Okay, so what I want to do is I got my fun material here. I love this, it is so cool. I mean, how fun is that? Is that really neat? So that's gonna be the cover. All right. And then I want the black for the back of it. This will be on the inside pocket. This is the flap at the bottom of the bag. And I want to put this on the inside pocket. And then we're gonna have a little pocket here. That's why I'm calling it inside pocket. And this is gonna be the inside of the journal. So I'm gonna stick it in here and that'll be the inside of the journal, okay? And I wanna incorporate this for the spine on the outside, right here. And I wanna put this, this is tea-dyed lace, or I guess it would be a lace. And I wanna put it around the edge of the front, like this, okay? Yeah, and then this is, I did this with my solar dye jar, where I could put that on the end screen if you guys want to check out how to dye this fabric in a solar jar. It's so much fun. It's a fun little project. So I will make sure to put that on the end screen for you guys. Okay, let's start off with taking your bag and then just folding it in half. So however you want, you can have the pocket here on the front. You can turn it around and have the pocket in the back, however you want to do it, okay? So I'm gonna have mine in the front. And I'm just lining it up and folding it like this. It's gonna open like this, okay? So with that in mind, we'll keep it like that. And I wanted to do the front first. So this will be the front. I have one sharp, one unsharpened. I should probably move the unsharpened one. I keep grabbing it. So I want my journal to go up like that. So just to remind myself, because I don't want to turn myself around, I want it to open like that, okay? So let's start with this. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do sewing today on the machine, on my sewing machine. If you guys don't want to do that, you can definitely use Fabrifix glue. You can use, I would suggest Fabrifix for fabric. But tacking down, I'm just going to use a Yoo-hoo glue stick. And we'll do that. So what I want to do, because I'm going to leave this open, this side open without any lace. And I will show you guys why. So the front, I want to do some here, along here, and down at the bottom. So I'm just going to make sure to flip it over so I don't want anything on this side. Okay, so I'm just going to take it, put this down here, find out where I want it, do a little snip. And I'm just doing it enough just to tack it down. And then I want the front of the lace to go out. Tack a glue in the middle here. Because I don't want to gum up my needle if it goes on the edges. But if you're going to glue it down permanently, you could go ahead and get that down. Let's see. I'm just going to flip it and look at this side real quick, see if it's lined up how I want it. Okay. I'm liking that so far. It's really cute. And I like how the back isn't covering the whole bag because I kind of want to see the bag. I think it's fun like that. So let's see. I've been fraying the edges around all of them. I did frays around there, and you just take it and pull the threads just like this. And then it'll fray the edge of the fabric. And I think that gives it a cool look. But that is optional. So you can see here I need a little bit more, so I just kind of pull it. And then sometimes you have to pull and get it out of there. Okay. Just like that. Now, the spine is going to go ahead and I'm going to put it right here in the middle.
Just tack it down.
So I'm just lining it up right on the spine. If you want sewing to show up on this one, it's best to put it on your pocket here. And then I'm going to make sure this is all tacked down enough that's not going to fall off. And I'm going to take it to my sewing machine. I'm going to open it up like this. So you can see it's all opened up like that. And the pocket usually goes like that. So I'm going to open it up. And I'm going to do a stitch just straight down here. And that's all I'm going to worry about for now, just right here. And I will be right back. Okay. So as you can see, I only stitched right here. You can see that. I just stitched right along the edge right here. Okay. Now, make sure all your work is where you want it. All your little pieces are pieced together. Just like that. There we go. So just piece them all together. And I'm going to now go to the sewing machine again. And like I said, this is all optional. I mean, you could take your Fabric Fix glue and just glue everything I'm doing instead of sewing. Okay. So now I'm going to go and I'm just going to start at the bottom here because I like my threads hanging at the bottom. And I'm going to do a zigzag stitch all the way. I'm just going to go all the way around it, just like that, and try to catch all the fabric. And that'll also catch the ends of the spine here. So I'm debating, really, honestly, I could just take my Fabric Fix glue, which I have right here. Let's do this. I'm going to take my Fabric Fix glue. Oh, the glue stick's holding pretty good. Okay. And I'm just going to put a little, because I'm going to catch the edges with the sewing machine. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a bead of glue right here in the middle. So now I'm just going to, just to secure it, just to make sure that it's not going anywhere. And then I always keep a lint roller around. That helps with all the glue that kind of goes off. This will work great for hot glue gun too. I just kind of take your lint roller. Okay, so now I got the middle secure. It's not going nowhere. So now when I go ahead and, because I didn't really want to sew through that, I kind of like the look of that. So now when I go around and just sew all the way around the edges, I'm going to make sure to catch the ends of that too. And that'll secure it all together. So I will do that. Before I do that, just make sure the inside here is tacked down. You can even get all the little flyaways of the bag and tack those down. Okay. Because when you sew around the whole edge of everything, it's going to catch the tops of these two. So then you'll have a pocket. So just make sure that fabric's glued down really well. Oh my goodness, how fun is this, you guys? That is so cool. So we got our tuck here. Then we got our outside like that. And I didn't catch it on the edge here, so I did it twice, but I think that looks really cool. The stitching all around right here. So that's kind of fun. Maybe I'll go out a little bit more and kind of hit the rest of it right there. And maybe do another line here, because I'm liking that. I think it's kind of cool looking. So there's that. The back here, I was debating, because you want to do all your decorating or your sewing before you add your inside cover here. I'm thinking I want to do maybe some white thread right here. Or maybe I want to do some gesso, white gesso stamping. Would be kind of cool too. So we'll see. I'm going to go just sew this real quick and just kind of do another round on the inside here. I think that'll look great. So I'll be right back. So I went ahead and went around again. And I think that turned out really cool. Now for the inside here, I'm going to tuck it as far as I can. Right there under the pocket. And I'm just going to do a glue down with my Fabric. Just get any tack downs that you need to tack your bag down, like any flyaways or anything like that. So I'm just kind of smudging it around like this with the tip, just so it's not big clumps that are going to come through the fabric. Okay. So do that. Just make sure that's far enough over here. All right. So this is definitely a glue option here, but you can sew around it if you want. But I wanted to show you guys just the glue option. Okay, so now I don't want to glue my pocket shut. Well, it's a little tuck. It's not really a pocket. But I don't want to glue it shut. Okay. Either way. Okay, so I'll get my little threads out. And then just pop this down. And just tuck it as far as you want underneath. And just make sure there's no glue right here that's gonna glue your little tuck spot shut. I think this is coming along nicely. Nice crinkle sound to it. I mean, is that fun? Okay, and there's the back of it. And if you want, you can go through and look at spots that you want to just tack down. All right, so now I want to show you guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and just do some stamping with some gesso, and let's do that real quick. So I'll show you guys. It's pretty watery, but I just took my Liquitex just gesso, and I have this down in my links down below if you want to come check it out. But it's just a Liquitex white gesso, and I added some water in a container here. And if you put when you put the lid on, this lasts forever. But well, I don't know about forever. I use it all the time, so so I just mixed up a little bit more, and it's pretty runny. Okay, and then I added it in my lid here. So I just kind of smeared around like that. Okay, and this is just my little chopstick. And what I want to do is take my word stamp. It just has words on it. And I'm going to just place it into my gesso. Okay. And then I'm going to stamp. Just like that. So it's kind of cool. And it just gives it like a really cool effect. So I'll get a little bit on the spine. Like that. So I don't want to overdo it here, but I think it'd be kind of cool around the edges. And then once this dries, as long as you don't get it wet or anything like that, it should be fine. I mean, it won't smear or anything. Oh, I got a little bit on there. I might be able to wipe that off. We can just go with it. Let's go with it. I think it's kind of cool. Just to give it a little stamp effect. So just to kind of go with that, I'm going to do this and put a little bit there and a little bit here and maybe a touch right there. So it kind of gives it a triangle effect. So there, I'm just going to leave it just like that. And it'll soak in a little bit. You could see it just starting to soak. So it gives it kind of a grayish, but I think that looks really cool. It's just kind of a fun effect to it. So yeah. So this is gonna be in my Etsy shop when I'm all done. And I'll make sure to put the link down below for whoever wants to come purchase it and check it out. But I think it's turning out pretty cool. I'm liking the stamping. I think that kind of brought it together. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry for a second and then we will continue. All right, so I wanted to let you guys know, make sure when you use your stamp and to do this with the gesso, to rinse the stamp off really good, because you don't want that to just sit there and get caked on it. So rinse that off really good and it should be good as new. So what I'm gonna do is let this dry overnight and I will continue and show you guys the rest of it in another video. So make sure to hit the notification bell so you can see it. And yeah, I think this is turning out really cool. So you can see as it dries, it's starting to get a little more gray, which is pretty neat. Yeah, I like it on the front too. Okay, so we did that today. And all this. So yeah. I think that's really cool. So I'm also thinking when this dries, I might come in here with some more gesso and stamp the inside here, just to give it a little more pizzazz. So I'm probably going to do that, and we will continue next time. So I hope you guys found this informational, and if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys will see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.